Today is the 2nd May of 2025, and Nnamdi Kanu. But before we really talk about what is happening, I want you guys to just take a look at his entrance in court today before we really talk about what happened in court today.
I'm distracted.
It is well. It is well. Some more brain.
So my people, Nnamdi Kanu has arrived Federal High Court Abuja today, the 22nd of May 2025, for the continuation of his trial. So guys, this was actually what is going on in court today. Shortly after Nnamdi Kanu arrived on the court, the prosecution led by Awomolo, the senior advocate of Nigeria, announced his team, while Agabis, the senior advocate of Nigeria, introduced his defense team. The court proceedings commenced immediately as cross-examination of witness BBB followed in earnest. Like today, we're really going to know what is really happening in court today. So meanwhile, before the continuation of the cross-examination of the witness, the presiding judge, Justice Omotosho, reminded the prosecution, saying, I will give 6 days, and within that 6 days, you gather your witnesses and you don't deliver, I will close your case and move to the defense. Justice Omotosho continues, I put this case on accelerated hearing and I have my reasons. I want this case closed as soon as possible. The defendant has been in detention for long. Soon the court will vacate and the defendant will still be in detention. I will give 6 days for you to call all your witnesses, whether there are 500 or more. Work with this time frame as you are enjoying your vacation. Remember, someone is still in detention away from his family. I granted accelerated hearing and it's 3 months already. This is not accelerated hearing, he concluded. Now, taking a look at what Justice Omotosho said here, he said that he's going to give 6 days, and within that 6 days, if they don't gather their witnesses, he's going to deliver the case as a closed case, because the defendant can't stay, the Nnamdi Kanu cannot stay in detention for so long. That's why he's saying that if they don't gather the witnesses they have within 6 days, that he's going to close this case, because for long now, the defendant has not seen their family, and very, very soon the court will go on vacation, and the court cannot go on vacation and be keeping someone away in detention. That is what the Justice Omotosho was saying in court today. So let's also take a look at what next they recently said in court today. They said this was not when they started reading out the transcriptions of cross-examination of witness BBB. It said the defense said, has the defendant's international passport been in your custody? The witness said, I don't know. And the defense asked, has the defendant traveled abroad? The witness said, he told me he has been to many countries. And the defense said, was the broadcast you presented made in Nigeria? The witness said, I don't know. And the defense asked, is the name Biafra proscribed? The witness said, I don't know, but I know IPOP is proscribed. Then the letter of complaint from the AGF. Then the defense said, 5 to 6 years ago, did you obtain a statement from the defendant? And the witness said, I didn't get any statement and I didn't see any. And the defense asked, do you have a report of the investigation? The witness said, yes. And the defense asked, may we see it? The witness said, I don't have it. It is the government that has it. And the defense asked, you did not call the defendant investigation or statement, yet you are a witness. And the witness said, the investigation is immaterial. And the defense asked, did you make any video of any other person in line with this? And the witness said, I made investigation with some people. And the defense said, where is your report? The witness said, I don't have. Carrying arms from the video you presented. The witness said, I don't know, arms can be concealed. And the defense asked, did you identify anyone? The witness said, I identified ESN, Eastern Security Network. And the defense said, how did you know? Did you confirm their identity? And he said no. Just take a look at what the witness was saying. All the whole questions that he was asked in today's cross-examination, he has been saying he doesn't know, he doesn't know. Now, they asked him, that the defense, 5 to 6 years ago, did you obtain a statement from the defendant? He said he didn't get any statement. And they asked him, do you have a report of the investigation? He said yes. Then been bringing to court are not even prepared. They are just coming to court to say rubbish. Now, the witness said that the investigation is immaterial. Like, he said that the investigation is immaterial. Is he trying to say that they cannot get the reports or what? And now the defendant had to go ahead and ask him, did you make any video of any other person in line with this? He now said that he made investigation with some people. They asked him, where is the report? He said he doesn't know. And they asked him, did you see anyone carrying arms from the video you presented? He said that he does not also know, that he did not see anybody carrying arms, that, by the way, arms can be concealed. And the defendant asked him, do you identify any witness? He said he identified Eastern Security Network. And they asked him, how did you know? Did you confirm identity? Only for him to say no. What type of witness is this? What type of witness does not have full evidence of what he's saying? When I tell people that these people come to court, like they really come to court in order to lie against Nnamdi Kanu. They've been looking for what to tie this man down, but they can't just see anything. Do you know how many witnesses have been coming to court ever since Nnamdi Kanu started this trial? They have not been able to hold him accountable for anything. They have not been able to say, okay, this is what he said. So guys, let us continue reading what really happened today. The cross-examination. It says transcripts of cross-examination of witness BBB. The defense asked, do you remember the NSAS protest? The witness said yes. Then the defendant asked him, what was it all about? He said he did not get his response. Meanwhile, the document from the Lagos State NSAS panel of inquiry has been submitted by the defense team and marked as exhibits. Like everything that have been saying here today in court, this man does not even know about it. It's a shame. He doesn't even know what he's talking about. If you're asking him, he'll be telling you he does not know. So looking at what happened again, the defense now asked him, yesterday I asked you the name of your DG. If you see him in video, will you recognize him? Then the witness replied, yes, I can. Defense team asked the flash containing a clip vital for cross-examination be played, and it has been accepted by the court. The video is being played now. The prosecution objects the video being played, says the man in the video is not the DG. The judge says it is not his duty to identify who the DG, rather it is the duty of the witness to do so. Then the defense says they haven't asked the witness who the man in the video is. Then the judge says objection is overruled, that the video continues to be played, that is the duty of the witness to identify who the DJ is in the video when asked. The video just played. A man was seen addressing the people. In his words, he said, if you are depending on the police for protection, you will all die. The witness said, is this your DG? Then they asked the witness, is this your DG? The witness said no. Please note, this clip was gotten from Channels Television. In this clip playing, a man is seen addressing the people. In his words, he says everyone must put bands together to fight Boko Haram and restore peace. He says it is impossible to leave the fight for security only for the police. That is impossible. He calls for everyone to join hands and rise to defend themselves, and the time to start it is now. Now, they played a video clip. In the video clip, they said that the man, they didn't really say who it was. They didn't really mention Nnamdi Kanu's name. They played the video clip. They said they saw a man who was addressing people, and he said everyone must put bands together to fight Boko Haram and restore peace. He says it is impossible to leave the fight for security only for the police. That is impossible. He calls for everyone to join hands and rise to defend themselves, and the time to start it is now. Everything they have been asking this witness about who is this DJ, because he was saying that they have been asking him, is this your DJ? The witness is saying no. So what is his evidence? What did he now bring to court to testify against Nnamdi Kanu? The core questions that the defendant has been asking him here, he has been saying he doesn't know. So why would they bring someone who doesn't really know about Nnamdi Kanu to court? What does he really have to say? So guys, like the thing that's happening in court today is that, you know, they said that they're going to play some video clips about, because they accused Nnamdi Kanu that he was associated with NSAS protest. So they also accuse him of Ahmed Gulak death. Now all these things, they said they were going to play the video in court, and it's today they are playing the video. And now the witness who is coming against Nnamdi Kanu, they have been asking him questions. Even when the defendant asked him that yesterday, I asked you your name of your DG. If you see him in the video, will you recognize him? The witness said yes, that he's going to be able to recognize him. Yesterday, they asked him, he said yes, he can be able to recognize him. Now today, they have played the video clip, and now he's saying that he doesn't know who the person is, that he's not able to recognize the person. Now, the defense team asked that the flash containing a clip vital for cross-examination be played, and it has been accepted by the court, and the video was being played in court. Then the prosecution objects the video being played, says the man in the video is not the DG. Imagine, they have played it, and they are saying that the man in the video, that the video clip they played is no longer the DG. And they just said that it is the duty of the witness to identify who the DG is. That is not the duty of the prosecution to identify who the DJ is. And now they asked the witness, and they asked him, is this your DG? The witness said no. Like everything he has been saying today is just no, no, no. Anyway, guys, I want you guys to just listen to what some people have to say, because many people are actually reacting to what is really happening in this Nnamdi Kanu trial. So guys, I want you guys to just take a look at this video, and I'll be right back to continue the cross-examination proceedings today in court. So, guys, take a look at this, and I'll be right back.
People believe that the pace at which the Interpol International and Interpol Nigeria are working is quite interesting. They point to the fact that Nnamdi Kanu, the leader of the proscribed group, IPOB, he didn't take long for them to grab him from the same Kenya and get him down to Nigeria, and he's facing justice now. That's why it's like a case of we're following process, diplomatic channels, etc., etc.
Believe you me, I want to tell you, I don't know what you are talking about. All I know.
You seems not to know exactly what we are talking about here.
No. You are bringing an issue that Interpol is not aware of. Let me define the role of Interpol so that you can understand. Interpol is an international police organization that assists law enforcement agencies within the 196 countries to look for a fugitive that runs or is hiding. And if you look at all the other fugitives that are brought to face justice in Nigeria, they have the link, those who are involved with Interpol. So I don't know I don't want to talk about issue of Kanu, who brought him back to Nigeria. I'm not aware how he was brought back to Nigeria or how he comes into Nigeria. Interpol is not aware. We stated this long time ago, and we made it categorically clear. So it's not a question. There are what we call police-to-police relationship, international police cooperation. Another police, it does not necessarily bring Interpol. If one police and another exchange a suspect is running from them, they can have an international police cooperation that out of the scope of Interpol. However, if a notice is given to an individual, like blue notices, when the inmates in Kuje prison escaped, we did a biometric capture of those suspects, and we shared it with international communities. We shared it with our law enforcement agencies.
Maybe small thing. DSS is denying involvement. So, which people are responsible now? Which organization is responsible for abducting Nnamdi Kanu from Kenya? DSS is denying involvement. Interpol here is denying involvement. Meanwhile, when Malami came back, when Malami announced Nnamdi Kanu capture or abduction from Kenya, he did say something about, he did mention Interpol, that a collaboration with Interpol. Everybody heard that. Understand? Now Interpol is denying. Now you abducted somebody unjustly, brought him back to Nigeria, and then you are giving judgment. You are trying him in Nigeria. You are trying him. You violated the same law, the same international law, and then you came back to Nigeria, and then you are trying him. Trying him. Which law? Which kind of law? You come on. You violated law, and you brought the person back to Nigeria. Abducting Nnamdi Kanu from Kenya already is a criminal offense. It's a kidnapping case. Anybody that kidnaps Nnamdi Kanu from Kenya should be treated as a kidnapper. Now, when we came back to Nigeria, we are trying him, and then let's see where the case will lead us. Let's see where they are driving this case to. Understand? We shall see. Nothing that has been in detention. Other Nigerians that committed more crimes than Nnamdi Kanu has all been released. Understand? Nnamdi Kanu didn't even commit any crime. Other people that we are fighting for agitation, has all been released. Why are they still keeping Nnamdi Kanu? Why?
So guys, you listen to what this man said in this video. What people Nigerians are asking is that why is the DSS denying that they have some connection with Nnamdi Kanu? All of a sudden, the DSS did not say that they're not aware that Nnamdi Kanu was detained for 5 or 6 years. If they are not aware, then who was the people who arrested him in Kenya? Who are the people that did that? That is the question that Nigerians be asking. The DSS are not trying to remove themselves for something they have been so long in. This is Nnamdi Kanu's 5 years or 6 years in detention. Now all of a sudden they are saying they are not involved in it. Then if they're not involved in it, who are the people that are committing the crime? If you look at what happened yesterday at the Federal High Court of Abuja, the unlawful trial of Nnamdi Kanu, the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, by the federal government, that's IPOB, by the federal government of Nigeria, commenced. Before the commencement, the prosecution counsel, Awomolo, the senior advocate of Nigeria, requested from the court that live media transmission of the court proceedings in the case be banned to avoid transmission of sensitive information. However, the request was granted. First of all, the senior advocate of Nigeria, Awomolo, had to request that there should not be any live or any media streaming because of he doesn't want sensitive information to be passed outside. And it was granted. Few people were in court. Not everybody were in court. Nobody was even allowed to carry their phone inside. So they just selected a number of people who went in court with Nnamdi Kanu. In that yesterday's court hearing, the defense team of Nnamdi Kanu was led by Barrister Paul Erokoro, the senior advocate of Nigeria. Then the cross-examination now commenced. The defendant was now asking the witness, that the defense team was now asking the witness, do you know what is rendition? And the witness said, yes, I do, but that's not how we operate. The defense team asked, so you don't know that it was the DSS that arrested Nnamdi Kanu in Kenya? The witness said, I don't know who arrested him, but I'm sure it was not the DSS that arrested him. We are internal security agencies. We don't operate outside of Nigeria. And the defense team said, you said Nnamdi Kanu in 2020 incited IPOB to burn properties in Lagos during the NSAS nationwide protest. Can you tell us how many vehicles they burnt, the plate number of those vehicles, the models of the vehicles, and at least one person who participated in the burning? And also about the Lagos State High Court, you claim that IPOB burnt. I put it to you to name the people that burnt it. And the witness said, I don't know, but they are following the order of Nnamdi Kanu. The defense team now asks, you said that Nnamdi Kanu ordered indigenous people of Biafra to burn down police stations in Enugu and Ebonyi states respectively. What are the names of the police station? And the witness said, I don't know. At this point, the defense team presented to the court the evidence of Federal High Court Umahia order in 2020 that awarded 1 billion naira to Nnamdi Kanu for the unlawful invasion of his home by the Nigerian army in 2017. The defense team asked, are you aware that the Nigerian army invaded Nnamdi Kanu's home in 2017, and that period was when Nnamdi Kanu was meeting with some of the Southeast governors on how peace will return to the region? And the witness said, I am not aware, I only heard it from Nnamdi Kanu. Then the defense team now presented to the court, the defense team here presented to the court the Umahia Federal High Court judgment by Justice Benson Anya on the 19th of January in 2022, which said that the Nigerian military's invasion of Nnamdi Kanu's home is illegal and unconstitutional, and thereby awarded 1 billion naira compensation to Nnamdi Kanu to be paid in damages by the Nigerian government. They also presented two other court judgments to the court, which one was from Abia State High Court, Umahia, and other from Enugu State High Court. The trial judge, Justice James Omotosho, accepted the judgments presented to him as evidence and named them accordingly in response. The Mr. Witness Baby B said that he was not aware of those judgments and that his job was to investigate the allegations against Nnamdi Kanu by the Attorney General of the Federation. Then further questions from the defense team, they kept asking. The defense team asked, are you aware that retired Nigerian Army General T.Y. Danjuma called on Nigerians to stand up and defend themselves because security forces sometimes collide with terrorists to attack the innocent citizens? And the witness said, I'm aware T.Y. Danjuma said something like that, but I can't remember exactly what he said. The defense team now asked, are you aware that the DSS boss, Adeola Adetoshun, recently asked Nigerians to defend themselves against terrorists and bandits? Instance as given by the DSS boss during the comments was highlighted about how other community mobilized and retaliated against terrorists who came to buy them, and they were able to overpower the invading terrorists. The defense team further asked Mr. Witness whether he knew that it's the same thing their boss said that Nnamdi Kanu had been saying in his videos, kill those that came to kill you. Witness said, well, I am not aware if the DSS boss said so or not. All I know is that what Nnamdi Kanu tells his followers is different from ordinary self-defense. At this point, the defense team requested for adjournment to enable them to get the videos they want to play for the court as evidence. The trial team objected the motion for adjournment and requested that the defense team continues with their cross-examination. The court, however, decided that today, May 22nd, 2025, that they were going to play the video, which is to say that they started playing the video in court today, and they were asking the witness, is this your DG? And he was not saying that he can't remember, that this is not his DG. This is someone that said that if he sees his DG, you'll be able to remember him. All of a sudden, the witness is now saying that he cannot remember again. So, continuing from the cross-examination of today, a second clip is being played of a man urging and directing people, communities, to fight and defend themselves against terrorists. And the defense said, who is the man we just watched? This was now when the witness said, he's our DG. And the defense said, what is his name? The witness said, Oluwatosin Ajayi. That was what the witness said just now. He was saying that the witness, that the video clip, because they just played the video clip in court now, the second video clip, because they're trying to know who the DG is. And when they played the second clip, he said that in the clip, a man was urging and directing people and communities to fight and defend themselves against terrorists. And the defense team now asked, who is the man that we just watched? The witness now replied saying that he's their DG. And the defense now asked, what is his name? And he replied with saying his name is Oluwatosin Ajayi. And the defense asked, did you hear him say the community must arm themselves? He said, yes, I did. And the defense said, is there anything wrong with that? Is there anything wrong with what the DJ has said? And the witness said, no. Then the defense team now asked, do you agree with everything he said? The witness said, yes. The talk clip is playing now. A man is saying, addressing people in his words. He said, if anyone says it's indigenous people of Biafra that is killing people in Imo State, the person is wrong. He goes on to say, killing are politically motivated and accused. He goes on to say, killings are politically motivated and accused a particular party of being behind the killing of the opposition party. You can see what is happening. Really, Nnamdi Kanu is really winning, because I've asked him, is there anything wrong with what they said there? And he was like saying that there's nothing wrong there. That is what the witness said. He said there's nothing wrong there. But why are they not trying to make it look as if Nnamdi Kanu, everything he said in his broadcast is a bad thing? Everything he has been saying in his broadcast since 2017, or I think 2018, as if everything he has been saying there is a bad thing. I tell you guys that Chukwu Okike Abiyama will continue to give abundant wisdom to the judges with Nnamdi Kanu, because Nnamdi Kanu is going to win this case. It's going to shock all of them. It's even a surprising thing that the witness himself is opening his mouth to say that because the defense team asked him, is there anything wrong with what this man just said in this video clip? That's the second video clip that was being played now, where the man was saying that where a man was urging and directing people, communities, to fight and defend themselves against terrorists. And they also played the third clip where a man was seen addressing people in his words. He said, if anyone says it's indigenous people of Biafra that's killing people in Imo State, the person is wrong. And they asked him, what do you really think about what was played here? Is there anything wrong with what the DJ has said in the video? And the witness said no. And this is to show you that Nnamdi Kanu is winning. These people don't actually have a point. That is just it. They don't have a point at all. So guys, you can see what is really going on in court today. This to show you that Nnamdi Kanu is winning. And many Nigerians have been reacting to Nnamdi Kanu in court. I want you guys to just take a look at this video and watch what many Nigerians have to say concerning Nnamdi Kanu in court, many people's reaction, and I'll be right back for us to continue the next cross-examination. So guys, take a look at this video, and I will just be right back.
Nnamdi Kanu is fighting for. The northern leaders, they say they can't wait. They want to come out Tinubu and take over. Nigeria does not belong to this Fulani, so now Tinubu will be the last president, make him be the last president, make everybody they own. Let them take their own, they were own, there's no problem. They say they plenty pastors. Let me shock you, they're not plenty pastors. Most of the votes coming from the north, the Niger vote. It's to see how these so-called brothers, they are so wicked. They allow people to enter their states, vote. After I go tell you, they plenty pastors. Nigeria, when I wake up. Then when I wake up, because it's not sense where this northern leader they do. My noise is that they are not even the real Hausa, that's my problem. All the governors from the Norway, they make all the noise, all they are Fulanis. They come as they are open door for other people to come vote. Now they don't turn leaders, say so. Jagaban, he go finish this election. When I say Muslim, we not complain. When I celebrate, throw away party, dance a willow, dance Makosa. Now, the same when they talk say Jagaban no good, they don't go say container. One left and don't say no when I get Nigeria. Look at these people. You can't just come and decide. Decide for who are they people, decide for which people. Who they are not there? Who are those leaders? Who be those people say northern leaders? Where are they? Where we can imagine beggar full everywhere for those Nigeria, all the Hausa. All the Hausa, everywhere you go. You can never see any Christian boy, any Christian child, they beg anywhere, apart from those people. So what are people leading? Now you cannot maintain your place and hold your place and care for your people. Now to come outside every time they cost money for this country, say another leaders. I don't rule this country more than 40 something years. Nothing to show for North. Nobody can go to North and open even a business, take other business in the North. Yes, now no one leave this country. Make this country breathe. I rest my matter there, make una take time.
Releasing Nnamdi Kanu. Nigerian government releasing Nnamdi Kanu. I hope you people are enjoying the mass destructions that the Boko Haram are causing in the north. Because it is this careless attitude of you people that will make ordinary citizens to sign a mass destruction of a society. Because how long will you detain this man for no reason? Prove to the world what this man have done wrong. If you people are not enjoying the mass destructions of the north by the Boko Harams, releasing Nnamdi Kanu now. Because what you people will see in the nearest future, it will be a shocking news to the whole world. Releasing Nnamdi Kanu. Releasing Nnamdi Kanu or prove to the world what he have done wrong. You people will witness a heavy load. From one court adjournment to another court adjournment to another court adjournment. Release this man or prove to the world what he does wrong. That is what we are saying. Ordinary citizens will sign a mass destructions of everybody. If you people, if care is not taken, this is just a warning.
Fulani can control you however they like. Once they announce it, Yoruba newspapers very foolishly and stupidly will support them because they want Tinubu as the president. And you are all dying every blessed day. You are all dying every day. Had you people risen up to say that what is happening in Nigeria is bad, there is no way that Pastor daughter will not be alive today. That is the price you pay for duplicity. That is the price you pay for treachery. That is the price you will continue to pay until you rise up and say enough is enough. It is up to you to do it. You did it during NSAS. You can do it again. Can you imagine Fulani people telling you, if you remove Fulanis from Yoruba forest, imagine Fulani telling you, if you remove them from your ancestral lands, there will be war, and you are panicking. And you have not asked yourself, why are they not saying something about the East? Why did they not say to Eastern Security Network? Why did they not say to me, if you don't stop evacuating Fulani terrorists from the forest, there will be war? Because they know, they understand psychologically that you don't have what it takes to resist them. Do you know why Borno State is still alive? Why you still have the Kanuri people in Borno today? Was because they resisted the Fulani centuries ago. You have to go back to history to understand how Nigeria came into existence. Fulani has been expanding from day one, from Senegambia. All the way from Senegambia, they've been expanding, and now they are in Okigwe. All the way from Senegambia, they are now in Okigwe. And you're asking us to somehow fold our hands and keep quiet because of 2023, because one idiot is going to come out to become a president, because of that rubbish, because of that nonsensical notion, we should fold our hands and wait until we are overrun by the Janjaweed from the Sahel. Is that how reasonable people think? Is that how people that wish to survive as a race, is that how they reason? It is very, very shocking that some of you do not understand what the Fulanis have in store for you. Very, very soon it is going to happen. And when it happens, your eyes will clear. And about whom you will see it very clearly. I was warning you. In 2014, 2015, 2016, they said he's a warmonger. He's a warmongering. I went to America and I told World War Congress that this war you are fighting is going to come to your villages. They said, no, it's not going to happen. What is happening today? When Yoruba was supporting the dead idiot called Buhari, did I not warn them that this evil you're supporting will consume you? They never listened. They never wanted to listen. IPOB is a terrorist group. You're trying to divide Nigeria. But Nigeria is not. People that you are calling bandits, have you heard anybody come out to say, please Buhari, since presidency is there defending terrorists in the forest, why don't you proscribe them? No, you cannot proscribe a Fulani group. Never. And all of you are supporting evil. When there is the proscribed IPOB, proscribed indigenous people of Biafra. These are Yoruba journalists writing junk. Every day they keep writing rubbish. But their land is under siege. Their land is under siege. And the Fulani will take it. It doesn't take time. So I am here today to encourage them that they must stand tall and be very strong, resolute. That is what Fulani does. They control the media. They have well-paid consultants all over the world doing their bidding for them. They have that woman at UN trying to lobby the world that everything is okay in the zoo called Nigeria. But you and I know that the zoo is not okay. You and I know the game plan of the Fulani. And what are you doing about it? Nothing. Every day you read, you lament, you complain. Every day you read, you lament. That's all you do. That is all you do. You read, you lament, you complain. You do nothing about it. Your lives are being taken away from you. Your forests are being occupied. Your mothers are being raped. Your daughters are being abducted. And the whole national government, presidency, is supporting such people. And you're telling me that Nigeria is viably sustainable. Is that what you're telling me? That somehow this contraction is sustainable, it is viable. It can never be. Because the more you stay in one Nigeria, the more you are inviting the Fulanis to take over your ancestral lands, take over your villages, and to make life a misery for you. That is the end game. That is the outcome. If you doubt me, go and do a bit of research. Ask yourself, who are the Hausa people? Who are the Nupe people? Who are the Bachama people? All of these people were steamrolled by the Fulani march to the Atlantic Ocean. And now they're in Yoruba land. They're in their forests. They are in their forests. And who is going to drive them away from there? It's not the Yoruba youth. Forget about your useless governors. Your elders are very strong. I love Yoruba elders. The way they behave, the way they talk. Very, very strong. They say they support Akele Dodu. This is the governor from the state. They support him in what he's doing. People must come out to say that enough is enough. When you travel to the north, do you live in the forest in the north? The Igbo people in Sabongeri in Kanu, are they living in of course it's Hausa land? Are they living in the forest? They came to the town. They work very hard. They build houses. They build mansions. They develop the entire place. Is that not what they do? What are Fulani people doing in our forest? Nobody can answer that question. They say that they're pastoralists. I want some of you who have had your breakfast this morning, please go to your fridge or go to where you keep your beverages and you will see pig milk. Pig. Some of us were raised on pig milk. For how many years now? And you keep asking yourself, what is pig milk? Pig milk is mineralized. The same milk that the cows produce in Holland can be produced in the zoo. Tell me the country in the world aspiring to be a member of the UN Security Council where you move cattle from place to place. Are you people well at all? You so-called Nigerians, are you normal in the brain? I'm asking you a simple question. Show me a country that aspires to be in the 21st century moving cattle from place to place. Tell me that grazing. Which country is that? Please tell me. All of you don't have any shame. When you have people, an entire presidency coming out to defend a very primitive, archaic agricultural practice, then you know you embrace this mess. You are in one almighty trouble, I'm telling you. People are in a mess. The Holland that you get your pig milk from, did they move cattle from Rotterdam to Amsterdam? I'm asking you a simple question. But they produce the pig milk that you're drinking every blessed day. Why can't people produce pig milk in Sokoto? Why can't they produce carnation milk in Kanu? They have the cattle. Before the white man came, did you see any Fulani in your forest? All these people talking rubbish about movement of cattle and movement of... I'm asking you, before Britain came and handed over Nigeria to Fulani, ask your grandfathers, please, or your grandmothers. Ask them. All this nonsense we are hearing today in this so-called one, I want to tell you the dangers of one Nigeria. All this nonsense you're hearing today about one Nigeria, Fulani in our forest, Fulani in our village. Before the white man came, did you see Fulani moving their cattle all over the place? They do not have meat to eat. They will answer these questions for you. Because sometimes in Africa we don't reason very well. The way we reason is disjointed. I can't understand for the life of me why instead of them to waste all that money arming and equipping this Janjaweed army to come and conquer you and I, why don't they open a milk factory somewhere in the north and bring the milk down south? I'm sure Southerners will buy it. After all, pig milk comes all the way from Holland. Pig milk all the way from Holland. Now you understand it. Because of the way you people reason. Why can't you produce? Is it difficult to produce milk? The same milk that comes out naturally from the udder of the cow. Why can't you can it somewhere, pasteurize it, and send people to eat, to drink, or to do whatever with? All over the world, that is what is happening. In fact, they produce so much milk in Europe that they pour it away. Why can't you do something? A whole president claiming they are in the 21st century are supporting a very primitive practice of moving cattle from places. All of you, you're not ashamed of yourselves. You have no shame. Now somebody will say, your shame is shaming me. I'm telling you, you people from the zoo, I'm ashamed of your ignorance and stupidity. You people are hopeless, completely hopeless. One day I want you to come and say, we're intellectuals. And you're moving cattle from Kafanchan to Ahoda. You're intellectuals. You're intellectualizing. You are in the 21st century, you are moving cattle, driving cattle, from over...
When Buhari started this his agenda, Nnamdi Kanu was the first person that pointed it out. He was the first person that told Nigerians and alerted Nigeria to what is coming. Nobody believed him until eventually Buhari now exposed himself and he started stealing Nigerians, now providing their own security from Amateku to Ebugago that never was in Imo State and all the rest of them. It was under Buhari's word that you saw all these terrorists. Nnamdi Kanu alerted us. Go and check. It was this revelation that angered Buhari. That was why he started his ESN in the southeast to protect the Igbos. So it was not easy because the first place of all would have been in the southeast that Buhari felt that we are too stubborn, that he's going to deal with us another. Nnamdi Kanu took plenty steps to protect the Igbos in the southeast. So this thing angered Buhari because they were not easy to penetrate as they planned. That was why they put him in Kuna and they use those of them. Ask yourself, what is that thing that is so special?
What evil will come back to haunt you. All of you never knew that IPOB and the Biafra movement was for your liberation. Some of you saw maybe the oil and gas from Biafra land. If they go now, we'll have access to oil and gas. In the process of having your eyes fixated on oil and gas, your forest is gone. Do you understand it? There is nothing more precious in life than freedom. Freedom is very important. And I need you to understand this very morning. Every Yoruba person supporting Fulani, you are setting up yourself to become like the Hausa people. Remember when Hausa was supporting Fulani? We are Hausa Fulani, we are Hausa Fulani. Where are the Hausa people today? I ask you. Where are those Hausa people today? Do you see them anymore? They're saying we are Hausa Fulani, we are Hausa Fulani. Do you see them again today? Do you see them? I'm asking you. No, because Fulani have completely overwhelmed them. It's called emasculation. Completely emasculated them. Look at what they're doing in the East. In the East, they come to the East, I will tell you, oh, you want to be the president or vice? Yeah. They say, give us land for Ruga. They give them land. That's what you can't do that, not Banda. They've taken it over in forever and ever. Give us land in your state. Purpose of them prove to us that you are stood. Give us land in Olu. Purpose of them give them land in Olu. We can go and kill people in people. We can kill for them. How many Fulani governors are prepared to kill bandits? I didn't say normal people. I'm talking about armed, dangerous bandits. How many Fulani governors? Go and read your newspapers, you will see it there. Fulani governors are negotiating with them, giving them arms, giving them vehicles, making sure that their life is no longer a mystery. But see, they come down to the south, they tell you, give us land for Ruga. Go and kill your people to prove to us that you're one Nigerian. That was why Obioso was talking rubbish. Was talking, was it yesterday or 2 days ago? Supported by the BBC. The problem you people have in Nigeria is this. Your journalists, you see people, Punch newspaper, Tribune, Vanguard, and Nation, they are your second worst enemies. I'm telling you the truth. They can never ever be objective in their reportage. Never ever ever. That's why all of you are suffering. But you don't know it. They were the same people used to scuttle the NSAS protest. Of course, some of you went about looking for Indomie in warehouses. Typical black people. Any revolution that is coming now, you must stand very firm. They'll say, oh, you're Igbo, oh, you're Yoruba, oh, you're from Urobo. Don't join them. It's our turn in 2023. If you do this, you will scuttle our chances of becoming the president in 2023. Ask yourself, all of them that have been president from time immemorial, what benefit has it brought to you as a human being? Absolutely nothing. So you have nothing to lose. Absolutely nothing to lose. You look at them now, how they have now descended on Yoruba people, asking them to concede, give us your forest, we must graze, we must do this, we must do that. And slowly before your eyes, they are giving in, they are capitulating, they are allowing them to get, if you don't give it to us, Tinubu will not be president in 2023. Tinubu won't be the president. That's what I'm saying to you. And foolishly you will agree and hand over your land to them. And once they take your land over from you, look at Hausa. Because there is a saying where we come from. If you want to know what your life is going to become in the future, look at Hausa people. If you want to understand or appreciate, I would say, the life that you are about to bequeath to your children and grandchildren, look at Hausa people. Is there any Hausa governor today? Is there any Hausa emir? Is there land though? Katsina is the Hausa land. Kanu is Hausa land. Sokoto is Hausa land. The Hausa people own it, indigenous to those areas. I'm asking you this question. Is there any Hausa man who's an emir in the north? The answer is no. Something is going to happen to you. If you don't rise up now to break, I'm not even asking people to break this rule. Demand for what rightfully belongs to you, your freedom. The freedom to decide. The freedom to write a constitution if you prefer. The freedom to live with whoever you want to live with. That is what we're asking for. But most people misunderstood what we are saying, and today almost.
So guys, continuation of what is going on in courts now. They say that the second clip was just being played, and the person the person that was seen in the clip, there's a video clip that was being played in court now, is DSS director Oluwatosin Ajayi, where he was seen in the second clip saying that organ and directing people, communities to fight and defend themselves against terrorists. And now the defense team asked the witness, who is the man we just watched? He said he's our DG. Then the defense said, what is his name? The witness said Oluwatosin Ajayi, that's the director of DSS. And the defense asked, did you hear him say the community must arm themselves? He said, yes, I did. Then the defense said, is there anything wrong with what the Director General has said? He said, the witness now replied saying no. And the defense said, do you agree with everything he said? And the witness said yes. The third clip is now playing, where the governor of Imo State, Hope Uzodinma, was seen in the video clip as he was addressing people in his words. He said, if anyone says the IPOB, that's indigenous people of Biafra, that is killing people in Imo State, the person is wrong. Now in this third video clip that is playing now in court, the Hope Uzodinma was seen saying that it is not the indigenous people of Biafra that is responsible for the killings going on in Imo State, that anybody who says that it is IPOB, the indigenous people of Biafra, that is involved in any killing going on in Imo State, that person is wrong, that the killings going on in Imo State and other places are politically motivated. And also he accused a particular party of being behind the killing of the opposition party. So he was saying that the killings going on is a political something, that it has nothing to do with Nnamdi Kanu or in the indigenous people of Biafra. You can see that this man is making a point, and the truth has been coming out gradually. Now they are going to really vindicate Nnamdi Kanu this time around. To be honest, Nnamdi Kanu will be vindicated, though the judge have already said that they are going to give everybody 6 days to bring their witnesses, and after that 6 days, if they don't bring their witnesses, they are going to cancel the court case, and they will just end the court case like that. That's if within that 6 days, if they don't bring their witnesses, because you know that it is the witnesses that they are all waiting for. Many witnesses has been coming so far. Nnamdi Kanu has been going to court, they have been coming out to testify against Nnamdi Kanu, but upon everything that just happened, everything that's been going on in court, they have never said, okay, this is what Nnamdi Kanu did that is wrong. They have never said such a thing. So guys, let us actually look at what many people are saying. Many people are saying that because many people are reacting to what is going on in court today, and some people are saying that Nnamdi Kanu will shock everybody. And someone said here, why is Nigeria shooting her leg? Nnamdi Kanu, the spirit of freedom. And this one said, may Chukwu Okike Abiyama continue to give abundant wisdom to the judges with Nnamdi Kanu. And this one said, powerful and intelligent defense counsels, evidence choke. Ome Umuchineke is winning. People are saying that the powerful and intelligent defense counsels, because this defense team that are asking this witness this question, to be honest, this defense team is really intelligent, because if you see the questions that are firing to this witness, the witness self is even confused. He doesn't know what he's saying again. Everything they have been asking him, he's saying, I'm not aware, I'm not sure. Like, this is someone who prepared to come and testify against Nnamdi Kanu. Now he's in the court, the defense team, and throwing him questions, and he's even getting confused. They even went as far as asking him, the video clip that you just watched now, is there anything wrong with what the DG said here? And he was like saying that no, nothing is wrong. So the reason on to what some people were also saying, this one was saying that he's finally accepting to recognize the word yes, and I know. Praise God. Many people have been saying that finally this witness has been confused, because the way he was even answering the question, it was as if they forced him to come and testify against Nnamdi Kanu. He was not even sure of what he was saying. And many people have been saying that the evidence sweet, like the evidence that they are bringing to court is very, very sweet. That zoo, this country called Nigeria, that's the zoo, has been finished. This time around, Nnamdi Kanu will be vindicated, and the Igbo people will get their freedom at last. Like, a lot is really going on in court today. To be honest, a lot is really going on. Let's really take a look at what Nnamdi Kanu said in one of his broadcasts concerning this country called Nigeria, as well as the way this terrorists, who the real terrorists are, and what he really said about them. So guys, take a look at this, and I'll be right back after.
And you're telling me that that country is viable. You're telling me that Nigeria should be supported. We are in one Nigeria. We are not going anywhere, and you're dying every day. Because those that they appointed to speak for you, they gave them money and positions, so that they will come out on the pages of newspapers to give the world the misleading impression that everything is okay, when things are not okay. Go through the statements of Ohaneze and see the contradictions in it. Nigeria is not working. We are marginalized. And then you come back and say Nigeria is one. We must stay in it together. Are you not foolish? These are the useless intellectuals that you have. On one hand, you say Nigeria is not working. You're marginalized. You are being discriminated against. You're suffering. They're killing you everywhere. And you come back to the same place and say Nigeria must be one. Had Nigerians gotten together to say they want to be part of this useless contraption, that's entirely their business. I'm a Democrat, I've subscribed to it. But have you asked yourself this question? Why is it that all those asking you to remain in one Nigeria has something to gain from Nigeria, or they have benefited in the past? Nothing more, nothing less. I saw the letter that Atiku Abubakar wrote to President Biden.
So my people, Nigeria already knew they messed up international and local law by going to Kenya to kidnap Nnamdi Kanu. Though Nnamdi Kanu said that what happened in Kenya, it was not an arrest but a kidnap. So the Nigeria already know they messed up both international and local law by going to Kenya to kidnap Nnamdi Kanu and rendition him to Nigeria without following international due process. This act has pushed Nigeria into a very tight corner. Hence, they have started denying every of their unlawful action. It is on record that the former Attorney General of Federation, in a press statement, said Nigeria Interpol collaborated with other international Interpol in the abduction and retention of Nnamdi Kanu to Nigeria. They started saying that it was Nigeria Interpol that collaborated with other international Interpol to adopt him, because the DSS have already started denying the fact that they are the ones that went to kidnap Nnamdi Kanu in Kenya. They went as far as saying that DSS doesn't work outside, that they work interstate. Say they are not the ones that when there's so many Nigerians are asking, then if it's not DSS, then who went to arrest Nnamdi Kanu in Kenya? And they said that there was a press statement that they released saying that it was Nigeria Interpol that collaborated with other international Interpol in the abduction and retention of Nnamdi Kanu to Nigeria. That announcement by the former Attorney General of the Federation propelled the Nigeria Interpol boss, who understood the implications of breaking international protocols, to deny involvement and distance Nigeria Interpol in the abduction of Nnamdi Kanu. When the whole drama was going on, Malam shifted the deal to the former DSS boss, Yusuf Bichi Magaji, a very corrupt Fulani man. Do you remember that when Bichi was leaving office, there was a heavy jubilation by DSS personnel? Many testified how he used the agencies to spy and intimidate innocent Nigerians. So Bichi accepted the responsibility using DSS as an agency involved in the abduction of Nnamdi Kanu in Kenya. When the new DSS boss, Mr. Adeola Ajayi, a very intelligent man, resumed office, he distanced DSS in the involvement of the abduction of Nnamdi Kanu from Kenya. Now, they are saying that when the new boss arrived office, that is Mr. Adeola Ajayi, the very intelligent man, when he resumed office, he distanced DSS in the involvement of the abduction of Nnamdi Kanu from Kenya. Then yesterday, in the Federal High Court, the DSS witness distanced the agency involvement in the mafian deal that Malami played with Kenya criminals. That was what played out yesterday in court. The DSS witness said that DSS is not involved in the abduction of Nnamdi Kanu from Kenya to Nigeria. The question many are asking is, who the Nigerian government want to present as a brain behind the violation of this international law? Which agency is behind the crime? That is what many Nigerians are asking, because they don't understand where the Nigerian government is going to. They're looking for someone who they're going to push to the war front and say that they are the ones that violated the international law. That's what they are trying to see every possible means in order to distance the DSS from Nnamdi Kanu's case. And many questions have been flying over the internet. They're asking, who does the Nigerian government want to present as a brain behind the violation of this international law? Because they know it's a criminal offense. They say, which agency is really behind this crime? Which agency? And many Nigerians have been asking this question. Okay, this is what someone said. He said, then who took him to the DSS, and how come he has been in the DSS custody for over 2 years? That's what they're now asking. They said, if they're saying that it was not the DSS that abducted him from Kenya, then who took him to the DSS office, and how come he has been in DSS custody for over 2 years? This was someone's reply on social media. And another person said, what's a joke? He has been in DSS custody. How come they are not involved? And this one said, when a government is managed by illiterates, lawlessness will become the order of the day. DSS must provide the name of the institution that kidnapped and brought Nnamdi Kanu into Nigeria. And that is what I've been waiting to hear in court. I've been waiting for the DSS people to confess who they collaborated with in order to bring Nnamdi Kanu to Nigeria. That is the question they're supposed to be asking them in court now. How come Nnamdi Kanu came to Nigeria, since you guys have already distanced yourself and saying that you people were not the one that brought him to Nigeria? Then who else? That's the question they should have been asking these people, and that is what I have been waiting for so long now. So someone said that they must answer us. Many Nigerians are saying that they must bring an answer to that question. And someone said illiterate is what killed the government of Nigeria and the security apparatus. Someone was saying that it is illiteracy that is killing Nigerian government. And that is true. Nigerian governments are just behaving like illiterates. They're saying that DSS is not involved. But how come Nnamdi Kanu was? But which institution brought him to Nigeria? What are they trying to tell us? Are they trying to use our brains? They feel that the citizens of Nigeria don't have sense. They feel that we are illiterate, so we won't know what is going on. They want to just manipulate us and believe us, thinking that DSS was not involved in Nnamdi Kanu's arrest. And now, someone also replied saying Nigerian government has quoted where Nnamdi Kanu is. Now, the truth is finally out. They are all running. Now, just because of the truth are still coming out, they're distancing themselves from the real thing that happened. This to show you that Nigerian government can lie. Their lie itself, the way Nigerian government is lying, it is so bad. Now, looking at what really happened in court yesterday, they said the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB movement, has raised alarm over what it and described as a trial of its leader, Nnamdi Kanu, at the court proceedings. That this one happened yesterday on 1st May. Now, if you recall that the court proceedings between the embattled indigenous people of Biafra leader and the federal government continued today, after it expressed about a week adjournment interval. However, the proceedings was marred as with unprecedented media secrecy, unlike initial days, and it was understood that the disturbing development was enforced by the Department of State Service, and it was condoned by the presiding judge, Justice Omotosho. Unlike other days, on that yesterday court, they tried to prevent some information from flying, in the sense that they didn't allow the judge did not allow media into the court, and some people, many Nigerians are saying that they are trying to hide some sensitive information from Nigerians because these people can be up to something. They're always looking for how to bring this man down immediately. That is what they want. They're just looking for how to crucify this man. Now, if you notice, the case is not just about Nnamdi Kanu, it's about the integrity of the Nigerian judiciary, the sanctity of the constitution, and the right of every citizen to fair and public trial. The Nigerian state cannot be allowed to conduct a high-profile political trial under a cloak of secrecy while pretending to adhere to the rule of law. The case here is not just about Nnamdi Kanu, but it's about everybody having a free and fair trial. Because Nigeria, back in the days, people have believed that one thing about Nigerian judiciary is that they are not always fair with their judgment. So reading on to the next thing that is happening in court again, reading on to the next thing, this is now when the third video clip ended, and they said that, the third clip was where it was showing Hope Uzodinma was talking. Hope Uzodinma was saying that the people who did it, that's the people that was involved in Ahmed Gula's death, as well as the insecurity that's happening in Imo State, that it was not indigenous people of Biafra, rather it was a political something. Now, after the third video clip ends and defense proceeds to question the witness, and the defense said, do you know who this man is? The witness said, yes, I do. And the defense said, who is he? The witness said, he's the governor of Imo State. And they asked him, what is his name? He said, Hope Uzodinma. And the defense asked, yesterday you said the same governor accused indigenous people of Biafra of killing people in Olu, Imo State. And he said, yes. The witness replied, yes. And the defense asked, did you hear him now saying the killings were not done by indigenous people of Biafra, but by the opposition party? And the witness said the governor did not mention names. Now, the fourth clip is being played, where former military henchman was urging the people to defend themselves against terrorists, as the police and security forces would not come to their rescue. And the defense said, do you know who just spoke? The witness said, yes. They asked him, the witness said yes, that he knows who is speaking, and he said his name is T.Y. Danjuma. And the defense asked, did you hear him say, if we are waiting for the police to protect us, we will all die? The witness said yes. And the defense asked, what can you say about this statement? The witness said, it is not my job to interpret this statement. And the defense said, the defense now asked him, okay, then the defense now asked him, T.Y. Danjuma said everyone should carry arms, right? The witness said yes. And the defense said, did your agency arrest him for making such statements? The witness said, I am not aware. Then the defense now asked him, what is the difference between Emetokun and ESN, that's Eastern Security Network? And the witness said, Emetokun is recognized by law and ESN is not. And the defense now said, from the previous video played, you heard the governor mentioning that politicians were applied. Is indigenous people of Biafra into politics? The witness said, I'm not sure. Cross-examination ends. Then the witness now said that witness BBB was not discharged. Then the third witness about to be called. The second witness has finished saying everything he wanted to say, and now it's time for them to now call the third witness. But now, let me just make a summary of what the second witness said. First of all, he's a very confused person. Or will I say a confused fool? Because how can you tell us that? Because the defense was not asking him, did you hear what T.Y. Danjuma said in that video? Because the fourth video clip that was played was where T.Y. Danjuma was saying that everybody should defend themselves. He even went as far as saying that they should carry arms. And now the defense team now asked him, did you hear when T.Y. Danjuma said everybody should carry arms? He said yes. And then the defense team now asked him, did your agency arrest him for making such statements? He said he was not aware. How can you not be aware? And then I asked him, what is now the difference between Eastern Security Network and Amotekun? And he was saying that Amotekun is recognized by law, while Eastern Security Network is not. You can imagine. This is the witness they asked yesterday. They asked this witness yesterday, did Hope Uzodinma accuse IPOB of killing people in Imo State? The witness said yes. Then all of a sudden, after they came out and played the video where Hope Uzodinma was saying that the indigenous people of Biafra are not associated with the killings happening in Imo State, he saw the video, they played the video in court, and the witness saw it. And the defense now asked him, did you hear him now saying that the killings were not done by indigenous people of Biafra, but the opposition party? And only what the witness could say was the governor did not mention name. You can imagine. Confused set of people. What does he mean by the governor did not mention name? He saw the video clip where Hope Uzodinma was saying that it was not IPOB. And he's still saying that the governor did not mention name. They even went as far as, the defense went as far as asking him, why is that they did not arrest T.Y. Danjuma for making such a statement by telling people to carry arms to protect themselves? You know what? Why they asked him this question? Because they wanted to understand what is the difference between Eastern Security Network. Because they know that they feel that Eastern Security Network is a terrorist group. That's what they feel. They feel that Eastern Security Network is a terrorist group. But everything about Nnamdi Kanu is brought that. We've never heard where Nnamdi Kanu is saying carry this, carry weapons. All he's saying is defend yourself. Self-defense. That's what Nnamdi Kanu is always talking about in his podcast. And when I mean self-defense, it doesn't really mean you have to carry gun. No, something that you can, if someone is trying to attack you, you'll be able to overpower the person. But now in T.Y. Danjuma's speech, because that was the first video clip they played in court now, T.Y. Danjuma was saying that everyone should carry arms. And they asked the witness, sure, you heard what he said in this video. Now the witness said yes. And the defense now said, so why didn't the agency arrest him for making such statements? And he said he's not even aware why they did not arrest him. What a country. So now they have discharged the second witness that just finished speaking. They're about to call the third witness. However, the prosecution says their next witness is not yet ready. They are asking for time. Judge still maintains on his accelerated hearing, says they should pick 6 days from the next 2 weeks. If they do not come through, he will strike out the prosecution as weak and close the case. The judge is telling the prosecution to reduce their witnesses. In his words, we cannot continue like this. Reduce your witnesses so this matter can end soon. Wonderful. Now, the judge is saying that he's giving them 6 days because they've called on the third witness. They say that the third witness is not ready. And the judge is saying that they need to start reducing their witnesses so that they can come to an end to this case, so that they can actually close Nnamdi Kanu's case, because this man has been going to he has been going for court cases, trial, especially this month of May. He has been going for trial, and the worst part, the one thing the judge doesn't even like about this case is they don't like the way they are joining his case. They don't like it at all. You can hear what he said. He said in his own words. See what he said. He said, we cannot continue like this. Reduce your witnesses so this matter can end soon. And he now told them that if you guys cannot provide your witnesses within 6 days from next 2 weeks, that means he's going to strike out the prosecution as weak and close the case down. That is what he said. And you guys know when he closed the case down, because I think the reason why he's saying this thing, because very soon the courts will go on a break, and the judge was also saying that they cannot go on a break and allow a family man to still stay in detention without seeing his family. That is very, very bad. So this is what some people were reacting to what is going on in Nigeria. This is what someone said. He said, freedom is near. I feel it, I smell it. Persecution is weak and unaware. There's so much joy in this man's Nnamdi Kanu's trial, because we are feeling freedom. We are feeling it. It's near. Once Nnamdi Kanu is about to be released, everything that they have been saying in court is just rubbish. Especially the witnesses. The witnesses are just confused. They're asking them another question. They're replying another thing. And the defense team are so intelligent. They are so intelligent. I don't know, like, God bless this defense team, because the way they're throwing questions at them, they are even confused. They're even coming out to say they are not aware. Like, many Nigerians are shocked. So this is what someone said, reacted. The person said, freedom is near. I feel it, I smell it. Persecution is weak and unaware. And this is what someone else said. This is the highest form of disgrace to the zoo contraption called one Nigeria. Self-determination is not a crime. A call for a referendum is not a crime. Extraordinary detention is an international crime that Nigerian government and Kenyan government has committed. Like, to be honest, many people are happy about this court case. Like, many people are so happy because people have started saying that they're feeling freedom. They're smelling that Nnamdi Kanu will soon be released. And this is what someone said, this is sweet, believe me. Our Ohamadike will soon regain his freedom. Many people are saying that this court is very, very sweet, that very soon Nnamdi Kanu will regain his freedom. Everybody is just thanking God for this court case. And the intelligence defense team that they brought today, they are so intelligent, because the way they were just giving the witnesses questions, they were even afraid to speak. Some of them went after that saying rubbish. So, and then I asked him, someone reacted saying, why is the criminal and murderous DSS not called for the arrest of him? Like, the people are saying that why did they arrest the DSS? In fact, why didn't they even arrest T.Y. Danjuma, that's the chief of army staff, that's the former chief of army staff? Why didn't they arrest him for saying such a thing, that they should carry weapons? So why didn't they arrest him? Because you guys know that everything that Nnamdi Kanu has been saying is all about self-defense. He did not say anybody should carry gun. He just said, defend yourself. That is what he was saying. So guys, Nnamdi Kanu's court case has been adjourned to 28th, 29th May and 6th, 16th, 18th, and 19th of June 2025. I'm going to say it again. Nnamdi Kanu's court case has been adjourned to 28th and 29th May of 2025 and 6th, 16th, 18th, and 19th of June 2025. You know why they had to adjourn into this was because of they wanted to get all the witnesses ready, as the third witness was not ready. So they actually had to bring everything together. So this is like how many days now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is 6 days that Nnamdi Kanu will appear in court again. Exactly what the judge said, that after 6 days, if I don't see your witnesses, I call off this case. And you guys know that if the judge call off this case, that's freedom for Nnamdi Kanu, because he has won, and we're already saying that he's winning. So guys, that's all we have for today. Let me know your thoughts below. What do you really think about this Nnamdi Kanu trial? Do you sense freedom in this court case? Do you sense freedom, and do you believe that Nnamdi Kanu will soon be released? So guys, let me know your thoughts below. And also, if you know you're new to this channel, please don't forget to click the subscribe button, like and share. So guys, thanks for watching, and see you guys in my next live section.
So guys, let's quickly take a look at some of the reactions coming from Nigerians after Nnamdi Kanu's trial today, being the 22nd of May 2025. Like this person said, after Nnamdi Kanu, the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, is discharged and acquitted, that's when the legal battle will start. He's just trying to make reference of some of the things the Nigerian government has done to Nnamdi Kanu, which nobody's even talking about now, like invading his home that led to the death of many people. Even his parents became sick and ended up dying because of all that, a whole lot, you know. which was very wrong because at this time Nnamdi Kanu was already talking of appearing in court alongside his supporters. But guess what? They just invaded his home. I don't know, sometimes Nigerian military, anyway, it has to do with an evil man. You don't ask why they did what they did, because everybody knows that Nnamdi Kanu was not willing to run away. He was always there saying he'd be in court. Everybody should join him. He was telling his supporters to come, accompany him to court. Only all of a sudden, the Nigerian military invaded his home, which till today nobody knows the reason. They ended up buying people and going free. Sometimes you just keep wondering how these are security agencies to work, honestly. People always go into, like the military, it should not even be the job of the military. Look at what Boko Haram is doing in the north. This Abiza forest cannot be dislodged. They cannot invade it and make sure they remove these bad guys. See the damages they are bringing to Nigeria. See the bad name they are bringing to this country. When you are counting the most terrorized countries, Nigeria comes first. Before you mention, other countries are graduating. Look at Pakistan. Look at Afghanistan. These are countries that, 10, 20 years back, if they call their name, you only know them for terror. But today, now you see China is supporting Pakistan. Can you imagine? The US, I heard that Trump has a business he's doing in Pakistan now, that his family has like 60%. Can you imagine that? And you've also seen Afghanistan, where, let me say, terrorists, the Afghan fighters that ousted the government and took over. These are terrorist groups. Now they are normalizing, meeting with Saudi Arabia, meeting with the other countries. They want to normalize relationship. They are trying to say we are no more terrorists. Can you imagine capturing a country through terrorism and you all of a sudden come out to say you are no more terrorists? But they are now changing. It's only in Nigeria you don't see change. It's only in Nigeria. Now, this other person reacted and said, if the Nigerian DSS is claiming that they were not involved in the kidnap of Nnamdi Kanu from Kenya to Nigeria, they should immediately bring Malami, Abubakar and Buchi to justice or accept responsibility for kidnapping Nnamdi Kanu. So, the DSS came out recently to say they were not involved because it's going to be a charge on them that you went and kidnapped somebody. This is against the law, But now they are saying, oh, we weren't involved. We weren't involved. And we won't just keep wondering, why are they running helter-skelter? That should be the question. Why run helter-skelter? Now, this one says, as for me, I already know that nothing near justice is going to happen. The trial itself is illegal, and a judge who is not biased already will never tolerate such frivolous charges by the Nigerian government because there is no way illegality shall be legal. You see, so, kidnapping him into the country already is an illegal act, Okay, now, any judge that is trying to do it, except there's no justice in Nigeria, sure, this presiding judge already knows what is going to come out of this trial. He already knows, and possibly that is why he was shouting at them, at the federal government lawyers today, that they are never ready. Anytime they come to court, they are never ready. They always give one excuse or the other. Their witnesses are not always there, and all that. And I'm just saying that the federal government should just play its card well and just let Nnamdi Kanu go. The federal government should rather go to the southeast and ask them what their challenges are and begin to work on those. You've seen like in the north where Boko Haram ravaged so many places, the federal government will quickly set up a ministry to rebuild it. But when it comes to the south, it's the civil war, which they said no victor, no vanquish. How do they even say it? That everybody is a victor, everybody won in the fight. Let's unite. And since then, the Igbos have not seen any sign of unity coming to this country, And that's why people are like, all these things is just a witch hunt, a witch hunt. So this person says it's very clear that they have no case against Nnamdi Kanu and definitely can't convict him of any crime. Rather, they keep adjourning this trial at the expense of trying to wreak justice. That's why they are, This other person said the date of illegal jamboree of I'm not aware or I don't know. Okay, like what you saw, the witness kept saying, I don't know. And they came and testify what they cannot defend. When they were now asked to defend it, I don't know. This person said, may your days be long, one name for updating us. This person said, thanks for the constant updating. God bless you, IPOB family. May your days be long, long handler. So they are just like praising the guy who is giving this update, because honestly, I've been doing a good job giving Nigerians updates on what is happening, as regards to Nnamdi Kanu's trial. And you must have heard that today the judge reprimanded the prosecution and also the federal government, the DSS, those that came to testify. They are never ready. Initially it was just 2 witnesses that were approved. But every time they keep adding witnesses, I think they have like 5 people now to witness. And they are never ready. They come to court unprepared. And the judge was shouting at them that you can't just come here every time and tell us you are not ready. That somebody has been in detention for this long and you keep telling us you are not ready. You are not ready. That the court will soon go on vacation. So they need to hasten up whatever trial they are trying so that Nnamdi Kanu will know his fate. But as it stands now, you've seen 2 videos were played and 3 videos, were played where Hupus of Hima said it's not the IPOB that is the cause of the insecurity in the southeast, and also where the DSS boss was saying people should defend themselves. He's also telling his community, defend yourself. And also you saw the video where retired Danjuma, retired military man Danjuma, was telling Nigerians not to wait for the Nigerian military lest you be quiet. You should defend yourself against all odds. That's what he was saying. So I think it was really so nice to see how everything played out. Let me know what you think about this in the comment section below. Please don't forget to subscribe to the channel, turn on the notification bell. Please give this video a like so that YouTube can recommend it to others, and drop your thoughts in the comment section below. Thank you.